Hello there. It's special time. Very, very special speedrunning event is going to be kicking off in this video. Welcome to something very, 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 very special, as I said. This is what we're going to christen the SoniCrash speedrun race. It is not just me. It is going to be myself and my very, very, very awesome and lovely friend, JuliaBandicoot, getting together to do a very interesting take on a multi-game speedrun race. We'll explain a little bit before we say that if you are coming in Twitch land, it's nice to see you. It is nice to see you in YouTube land as well, and our highlight we make after the fact. If you do end up liking this video, of course, don't forget to leave a like and comment down below. And please feel free if you want to go further with your love and support. Subscribe to the YouTube as well. And if you want to get those notifications hopefully sent to your inboxes for future uploads, make sure to click that bell as well. So welcome to what is going to start as Crash Bandicoot first. But as I said, this is a multi-game speedrun with a bit of a twist. So, yeah, we got Julia in the shared chat going, who's going, gotta, whoa, fast. That is indeed it. So Julia will be doing her perspective as well on her respective stream channel at the same time as this is going live on Twitch as well. It's just that Julia is a mute streamer, does not choose to have microphone on stream. So, she is just going to be hanging out in chat, and of course her perspective is on as well. If people just want to have like a commentless run, because I'm going to be the one that's definitely going to do the comments in here. And what I'm going to do for people getting ready for this today. So we have two commands ready for you in this stream today. First one is going to be exclamation mark race, which is going to be for this to explain that me and Julia are running Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and Crash Bandicoot 1 back to back. But the twist is we are doing it in inverse order. Theoretically starting with our weaker franchises. So I kick off my run playing through Crash Bandicoot 1. Julia kicks off her run in Sonic 1. And then when each of those games is finished, we then do the second game, which is our stronger, our home game, shall we say. I am going to be doing my run in Sonic, and Julia will do her run in Crash Bandicoot as well. It works out that the splits will be exactly the same. We'll play the same amount of game, exactly the same amount of game, exactly the same number of splits, and it will work out like that. It's just we're running the games in an inverse order, starting in our away game, and then moving to the home game. So it'll be interesting to see who can get it done there. And this is, of course, all because of a charity incentive that supported the Special Effect charity. If you do exclamation mark race in this stream, in this chat here, you'll be able to get the information about roughly what we're doing, and of course you get the link to the Special Effect website as well if you want to see the amazing stuff that this incentive was put forward towards. Special Effect being the wonderful UK gaming charity who help disabled, disadvantaged, and otherwise handicapped people with the power of gaming and accessibility and support. So get the information from specialeffect.org.uk, of course. And if you want the information about where you can watch both streams currently going on at the same time, I have a multi-stream link right here. And if you'd like me to do the thing dead quickly, I think I can do that. I should be able to pin this in my, hopefully my own thing as well. So that, do let me know if that has been pinned in my chat, and it should have been done like that. Okay, if I go back to this, then maybe we should be able to see manual end of stream. Yeah, Julia's got her own commands as well. You'll be able to see from there. I think my Nightbot's going to be a little bit, you know, a bit silly bugger about it. So unfortunately, that's just what Nightbot is. I'll work on those settings later. But yeah, don't worry about that kind of thing as well. But Julia does have a command in her own way as well. But for specifically the donation, if you want to send a direct donation into Special Effect, of course you can do that as well. But with all that said and done, as I said, the rules are very, very simple. We're starting the run at the same time. We have information, hopefully down below, for the standings. We have set up this race on the run.gg here as well. And it will post something different after that. Yeah, because we got my own donate command, which is a bit weird. But we all have our own things. But just know that this is all for Special Effect, of course, as well. So, as I said, specialeffect.org.uk if you want to get the information for that, of course. And, yeah, if you want to see the awesome work that they do. So, you can see down below me. Soon I will have my live splits open so we can actually see my timing and such. So, further below that, we have settings done on the run.gg. This should show the tracker and our progress through all of our respective splits. The number of splits is the same on both runs, so the percentage will work out. It's just that naturally Sonic is a shorter game than Crash, but we shall have to wait and see there. But yeah, we're basically playing through the same amount of game, and you'll get roughly the same amount of progress through the splits through the thing as well. So very, very soon, I'm going to hit ready in that race. And also just make sure I need to should probably get a login done on this as well, just make sure it's in the same thing. So log in through Twitch, it should be done. And I need to find that run, and I need to find that race again because the link has gone. Get me a moment. If I go to our personal chatty chats, we'll have it on hopefully. There we go, that should be it, and I can go to that link and put it back in. Alright, and I will be ready to, hopefully very soon, click the ready, and then Julia will start the countdown for all of us, and we can see how this run goes. But with that, I will open up my thing. I've got some followers in it. I want to say thank you for the follows. Save the Ladybirds. I do know you from Shenanigans yesterday, so thank you. Welcome in. With all that said, I have to open up my live splits. Because my live splits will have all the information that we need for this today. It will have the splits for both Sonic and... Oh, we'll start with Crash Bandicoot. It'll have all the splits down there. You can see, like, we go scroll down. Whoa, 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 whoa. These are all the Crash Bandicoot splits. We do a game swap split in the middle as well, just to account for that time. And all of my Sonic splits are there as well, up until the final zone. And that will be where it all ends. All right! Yeah, information and else as well. The multi-stream link is pinned if you want to watch both respective, what they called, I don't know why the race, I don't know why it's escaped me. You can watch both perspectives, that's the one I'm looking for. You can watch both perspectives if your bandwidth can handle it through the multi-stream link. But of course, if you want to just use one person to watch, that's absolutely fine too, if you watch this in Twitch land. Right! We're gonna get the confirmation from Julia that all is ready on her end, so either in chat or in Discord, Julia, is all good on thine end. Thank you for the shout out as well from from Julia's end as well. But yes, is Julia ready to go? All is goodly, all is ready to do the shoebling, as she likes to say. And I will then take that as my cue to say, get ready on the global hotkeys there. I shall click ready in the thing. There it is, all is ready, and then hopefully somewhere, if I keep the information here, there'll be a countdown. Just let me know when you've clicked the button to say we're going to get ready for the countdown, Julia, just so I can see it as well. So, all is good to go. Where does the countdown show? Do you want to tell me? Just remind me where the countdown shows on the page. It's top right-ish. You need to full screen to see it. Oh god. Okay, right. Full screen to see it. What? I need to have the window full screen to see it. Oh god. Okay. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. I can make that work. Alright, then I need to go, like that. Have the game window open as well so I can see that. I'll just do some stuff in here. Where it currently says race will start when... Did you say, full screen not required. Okay, then fine. Gonna turn it off then. Oh, the race will start when a moderator starts the countdown. Ah, got it. Okay, so yeah, I can see that information there, so that's absolutely fine. Right. Chat window up. Thing is open. My button for triggering the countdown is required. I see. All right then. You will click it in a second, and it'll be like 30 seconds to get the last bit of mental preparation in. Very, very big good luck to you, Julia. This is going to be a lot of fun, and all in the name of the charity incentive that you put forward, so thank you very much for that as well. So start when you're ready. It might be intentional that there's no thing like that. Okay, right. I can see the countdown starting. So in about 20 seconds from now, we will kick off, and all will be good to go. Just let me put that back into the right place. All is good in that. Counting down, I can see. So we have in 10 seconds, and then we'll count down and keep the run. Good luck. Let's have a good run. I will be able to do that very, very soon as this window goes away. 3, 2, 1. I have to skip through my opening thing. I will start in a second. And with this, my own personal countdown, because I didn't bear in mind that it was going to go to a demo. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go! So a slight bit of a delay on my end because it went accidentally into one of the demo screens, but that'd just be how it is. It's fine, and then off we go. Oh, does the camera want to actually catch up with me or something here? Why is the camera all the way back here? That's weird. Interesting. But anyway, we're going to kick off here. So I have been learning this speed run in this game for all of, like, the past 3 weeks with, you know, dedicated sessions to learning the run as best as I can. I am well aware about the usual strategies of the game now, which is the intentional deaths that we've got to do to make sure that we skip the results screen at the end. Or if we skip the results screen at the end, of course, that is time save. Otherwise, if you try to do this game absolutely flawlessly, not lose any lives, you'd just be wasting real time in those result screens. As I say, there's a few select moments where in the run in this game where we do have to have the result screen because the run requires some levels to unfortunately be done a little bit perfectly. But that is where we take our first split. As soon as we go like zoop from the ending platform, this is where we take our splits, and that is my first one down. And then hopefully, it should be hopefully. Am I feeding the right information through? It could be that I'm not feeding the information through, but I'll see to it on my own end. If not, it'll be fine. Go like that. It might be something I need to activate in my live split. I'll do it probably after this level. Just have a quick check to see, because it still says I'm in progress. So it might be something I need to do that quickly. So just wait a moment. I'll hopefully do this level, and then I'll sort that out. Whoop! Definitely don't want to be dying at that point. Definitely not. And then down we go. So we can see Julia's already got like a nice decent start for her splits because, as I said, the levels in Green Hill and Sonic 1 do go by very, very quickly if you know what you're doing, especially at the start. For me, I've got to go through like big old gauntlets in each of these levels. But again, I might need to take just a bit of time just to make sure that my data is actually going through live split, because it seems that might not be happening right now. Just bear with me. Can I make that? That's going to be dangerous. I can make that, though. But I'm going to be waiting for that split just to be safe. Last thing I want to do is lose needless time from the deaths. Right. So off I go on that one. Right, I'm going to take some time in my edit layout for the run.gg. Just make sure we're actually sending information through. Enable stats on vanilla like that. It should be doing. I don't know why it's not doing, but it says awaiting live data. Is it in splits that I've got to do it? No, it's not in splits. I don't think I need to do it. I'm taking the intentional loss. It'll be fine. That's loading live tracking. That should be sending through, and I don't know why it's not. Interesting. Anyway, just gonna move on and do the next level and just see. Anybody who wants to like let me know what I'm doing wrong on that one, I will greatly take the clues on that one, because I have very rarely used run.gg in the past. So if someone wants to help me with that one, and we will make that work like that. Clearly, I have not done it properly yet, have I? Anybody who knows live split run.gg setup, help, because it's apparently not giving you the data that you need. Apparently on the leaderboard settings. That'll be fine. Right, down we go. We're just gonna keep running the level just in case. I've taken all of that intent time loss just trying to see my settings, but somebody wants to help me out with that. Forgot to put the API key. Possibly. I can very quickly grab that if needs be. Go like that. And then go like that. And then I can re-put it in if I need to. Just get me through this level again, as I say. Right. Right. So I'll go back again and have a look. Grab my information from the thing. Just move that to the way. You want tools. Live split key. Copy to clipboard so I can put it in, hopefully, somewhere. Right, live split's there. Edit layout. Run.gg. Select all. Paste it in. Click OK. Click OK. And we'll see if that makes it fixed. If it doesn't, we'll have to wait and see. The category of my run is not the same as the race category on the run. It could be. Right, I'll just do that quickly. Right, edit splits. This is in, technically, Sonic the Hedgehog. Technically it's in that one, so I'll change the information like so. Right. And also the category should really be beat the game glitchless. To be honest with you, let's do that as well. So beat the game. Let's see if it makes it work like that instead. But anyway, I've got to keep going. I'll keep looking at things and keep fixing things, try and see some things on the fly. But yeah, we'll just get the run going. So this is definitely not going to be a run that I submit to the boards because of all the time I'm spending trying to fix things on the fly, but you know how it is. It'll be fine. Oh dear. Oh dear again. Right. I'm going to let the boulder get a bit too close to me, right? I try my best with the zigzagging technique, which apparently does let you get a bit more forward running speed, but yeah. I should suffice it to say I will let you know the update that I am doing the boulders level right now. Only Julia can really hear that, although people in the chat can also let Julia know like where my progress is. In the meantime, while I just make sure that data censor in the proper way. Scan the platform. I didn't take my intent depth there. Oops. I mean, it's fine. It's only like 4 boxes there wasted. It's fine. Right. Just stuck it there. It's fine. And I also forgot to split at Great Gate. What's going on? So I should skip boulders and then we're on to upscreen. There we go. It's not because the category of your run is not the same as a race category on the run.gg. It could be. Although, there we go. No, it's updating now. We have multi-stream anyway, but now the data's coming in. Yeah. Okay, so I just had to change the categories to match what it was on the live split. It's setting up like a multi-game run if it's like different game series on the run.gg was a bit of a hassle, let's say. So yeah. But yeah, it was just me that needed to do my live subset instead. So it's technically while we're doing Sonic the Hedgehog Beat the Game, we are starting with this with Crash Bandicoot. Yes, it's going to be confusing, but I have explained what the run is all about anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, the details, the information is now finally updating, and off we go. We're going to keep it going now. We're going to take that as a bit of a pause. Probably won't be running as quickly as absolutely possible through, because I'd like to keep the run, going and live. But in the meantime, as I just do all these icky jumps over the icky man-eating plants. And we are back on the right level track, and it doesn't matter because we're only doing like this pretty much as a one-off, let's say. I don't want to be messing up my splits like that. So I can get back into focus speedrunning mode as we go into, in my run, the easiest boss to ever exist in the entirety of video gaming history. Big man wakes up. What did we do to wake you up? Why do we deserve a bonk on the head from your staff? Why do we deserve this? As he just plays a little bit of a jumper up kind of game. As I said, easiest boss in the entirety of video gaming history. Just bonking his head 3 times. Mind out a little bit because there's a little bit of a tell when he's still got his invincibility frames every time he lightly flashes. And if you jump in when he lightly flashes, you're gonna get a bit of a bite on the back for that one. So just pay attention to that. But otherwise, as I said, very easy. No problem in the slightest. I am gonna take the pause here because it'll set up the cycle for getting through these rolling stones now. I'll go to that side. Then through like so. So yeah, Julia had the absolutely amazing idea to put this forward for our Game Blast 26 fundraising incentive for special effects back in about this time last month in February. It's not her first time supporting with an incentive either. She did one last year for us as well. And then this one she decided to put in 2. And this is I think the first one that she's getting out of the way for us. And then her second one she'll do in another point. She'll do at another point in time. So we're looking forward to all of that coming from her. And once again, yeah, thanks for taking part in this. And this is actually a really cool idea. Doing multiple game runs, but in a home and away style with our weaker game technically first. And like I said, I've only been like running this in a fast capacity for like the past only 3 weeks. But there are some things that I now know about the game to hopefully get through quickly and such. Let's make it to this now. And apparently I am 14% through the splits. That should not be right. Or unless it's just the fact that these splits go by very quickly. That doesn't sound right to me, but I guess we'll wait and see. I wonder if it covers, like, the, I wonder if it covers just, like, the amount of time it all takes there. I don't know, but, yeah. Or it might count the fact... I have to wait and wonder. Julia, did you sub-split your runs? You did sub-splits on your, setup for this, right? Oh, oops. Well, you're not meant to take a intent death there, but I guess I know I've taken one, so, a bit more, time down the drain as a result of my stupidity, but it's fine. Just keep going. It might be that it just, like, considers, like, Crash Bandicoot is gonna be the biggest, like, meat and potatoes of the splits, so... It's sort of waiting the amount of time that it'll take to do each run, probably. I don't know. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see, but, Well, regardless if the run.gg sort of doesn't do this properly like we expected it like we wanted to do for us, you can tell we're gonna still follow the rules of doing this by you know, the rules there. Julia does have sub-splits for the run if I'm basing it on that. I mean, you can probably see if like all of the Sonic splits collapse, and then like probably later down her list you'll see just a single split for like the entirety of Crash, for example. If she's done that, then she's probably made sub-splits. But yeah, it might be a weird situation where the game sort of like weights the splits depending on the average amount of time it takes to do them. Maybe, I don't know. But again, as I said, if run.gg messes us up for us even more than than it's sort of doing for us right now, we will still run it as if it's like, you know, normal, and we'll still do the same amount of game, the same amount of it. It'll all be fine. Essentially, it will be silly sometimes. Yeah, as I can see. Especially on the time. Yeah. Bug stay the Carter thing. Oh, does the Carters also do it as well? Probably, yeah. But anyway, we're getting through here one of my problem levels, I will say. The native fortress. I'd say it's a bit of a problem level because if I try and rush things too quickly, I'll try and make it through a cycle. It's gonna bite me on the behind. But that time it didn't. Lovely. I can do a demo in this run right here where native fortress actually goes very, very cleanly. That's gonna be really nice. Also, absolutely crucify me for how I do these spinning platforms there. I am not yet that dexterous enough to be able to do that in a full swoop like that. But anyway, I do hope that both sides of the chat are having a good time, either watching Julia's End. Why are you stuck there, Crash? Come on. Either having a good time watching Julia's End or on my end, or potentially both, because as well we do have the multi-stream, which is pinned at the top of the chat, so feel free to use that. If your bandwidth can handle watching 2 streams at the same time, you can get the dilly-dally and watching both of us do our games at the same time. You'll see that Julia is on her way through Sonic 1. I shouldn't have waited for that. I realized I could go like immediately that one. But yeah, you see Julia doing Sonic 1 right now, whereas I'm doing Crash Bandicoot 1. It's really interesting. So I go like that. I don't know why I'm waiting. This is all fine and dandy. And barring a couple of like slow cycles where I just wasn't really sure, the most important thing is that Native Fortress, I only took the 1 intentional death where needed. I'm going to get as many of those as I can because lives are going to be precious. In my case, in both of the games. A very good time. Thank you both for organising. Oh, you're welcome, Collier. And to anybody else who's been popping in or just lurking, we do appreciate you as well on both ends. Julia obviously cannot say unless she takes time to type in the chat because she is microphone-less on her streams for her own personal reasons, of course. But we both do appreciate. I'm going to say it on her behalf. Right, I'm at least going to take the life because, again, they're going to be precious. And as I said, lives are going to be precious on both of my ends here. We have allowed Julia to do the thing when, while she's doing her Sonic 1 run. You'll notice that it's probably in the 16:9 sort of widescreen format because she's playing Sonic 1 through the Origins version, which allows her to have infinite retries of the game to hopefully get through it pretty quickly. I remember like when she first had a look at the game, she was taking like about 2 hours to get through it, but now as she's practiced and taken about a little bit some of my advice on the game as well, she's told me her latest run has now reached under 40 minutes, which is very, very exciting. And if my Crash run goes absolutely appallingly, it will make things very interesting later on. I had to double back on myself there because I realized I probably wasn't going to make the cycle pass. What is it? Have I taken the Nintendo dev yet? I don't think I have, so I'm going to take it here because it's very nice, very close to the checkpoint, so that'll be fine. I probably did take it, but I don't know, I don't remember. But at least I have taken that one there, which will let me know that I definitely have by this point. I'm going to take the pause, jump around the fishy, make sure to pick that box up, because again, lives are precious. If the life box is underneath another box on top of it, then I will auto-collect the life, and I don't have to worry about, like, pausing to pick it up from, so it'll be fine. If I can fit in just a little bit of wiggle, wiggle, wiggle too. Or get tapped by the fish by accident because she forgot that the fish was there. Gosh darn it. See, I get through some levels that I always say are like my problem levels. For example, Native Fortress and a few of the other ones down the way that are, you know, notorious. And then I wind up really making dumb mistakes and struggling on some of the other levels that I don't typically do the struggle to. So, yeah, interesting to say the least. But this time I will remember about the enemies jumping up out of the lake, the fishy there. I will remember about the fishy, and that was literally right at the end of the stage, which is why this time loss particularly very much hurts. But it's fine. But it is all good and fine in this hood. As I now go to second boss of the run, Ripperoo, and this is one that I've had to, you know, have a little bit of a few practice runs at, because this is a case where, to speed it up, you know, so we have the double Aku Aku next to us here. This is a case of using your invincibility with the Aku Akus to basically do intentional damage by spinning those TNTs, because they hit Ripperoo as well as yourself, and then hopefully he's got the good cycle there. That works out for me, and that is the quick cycle of Ripperoo done. That is the quick run of it done, and that works out very, very well. Now into a very, very scary level. We've done every single level, hopefully to this point, by taking an intentional death to you know, skip out the result screen at the end and save time. This time around, however, we need the gem out of the level, so this is going to be a case where I have to do the level perfectly. Julia wanted confirmation about the game audio on her end as well, so chat, let her know, of course, while I try my best to remember what I need to do to not risk the fact that I might have to do a full level reset here if all goes badly. At the very least, the bats have been got now, and I believe I got the activation crate up there. If it goes pop, yes, I did. That's good. Game mode is good on Julia's end. That's lovely to hear. Everything is good in all of our hoods. I don't know why I jumped up there. Didn't need to, but that's fine. I have now learned game knowledge. There's another Aku Aku up there I can use. I get another life from that. Why not? And then hopefully get into the hole quickly. Yeah, very nice. And then just pop everything on there, and then. Sometimes you can spin through every single one of the bat attacks, and other times it just doesn't. Then, oh my god, really? To be honest, that was on me. I did actually go for that. But it's fine. Just means mega time loss, unfortunately. But nothing that a reset of the level can't fix. So we will go back and do that again. If this can be like the only major mistake of the run, then that would be, you know, awesome. But I have to wait for that because I don't think I was going to beat the cycle, unfortunately. Right. Oh, okay, that's fine. A little bit of a spin on the ground, which I think slightly gives you a little bit of speed as well. A little bit of forward movement there. Okay, that jump was bad for me. Oops. And that was taken bad for me as well. I think it's fine because... Have I taken a checkpoint yet? No, I've not taken a checkpoint yet, so this should be theoretically okay. I'll get to the end and I'll figure out, like, no, it wasn't actually okay. But the death was before I reached a checkpoint, so... I think the state of the game is, like, it takes it... If you respawn at the start of the level, you basically get a clean slate to start again, but... We'll have to wait and see. I mean, watch me, I'll make another dumb mistake later, it'll be fine. There goes the Aku Aku. But again, we know game knowledge later if we can survive it. And of course, all I've just said won't even matter if I should accidentally, you know, bite the bucket again. Right, that'll do. I'll get rid of you just because I don't like you bats. Take it nice and slow here and use game knowledge, Aku Aku, which I didn't pick up this time. That's unfortunate. At the very least, I'll beat all of them. That's fine. Get in. Get in. Ah, shoot. Okay. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. If both of our like respective away games go poorly, then there's every chance that you know, that makes the result sort of go on its head a little bit. So it's not set. It is absolutely not set. This is now my third try at Lost City, unfortunately. So bleh. Some people are questioning while I've been practicing this game why I'm not playing the Japanese version, because you get the green gem so easily. You get the green gem in the hog riding level, actually, in that game. God damn it. Again, that should be fine. At least I'm hoping so. Boom, ticka, ba-dum, bum. You know what? I'm actually going to take the reset just in case it's not. Because I'm thinking maybe it's not okay now, but it'll be fine. Right, just take the reset. Back in and back out. Back in and back out, but we are not doing any run resetting. If I should do the absolute unthinkable and lose all my lives for a game over, literally I will have to take all of that time again to return to this particular level in the split, and the split timer will just continue. It'll be like the equivalent of, like, up to this point, probably like an 18-minute split. Adding up for that one, so there you go. Right, at least got rid of them. Apparently I also have a double Aku now. Must have kept the one that I escaped the level with or something, I don't know. Or it might have been a pity Aku this time, I don't know. Getting confuses quite a lot. Just do that because I can and get a few extra wumpers. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. I mean, it's gonna make this all bit entirely trivial, of course, but yeah. Just basically using invincibility as my savior here. Okay, right. Accidentally getting the Brio token, but it's fine. I don't need to get every single one of the Brio tokens anyway. I think I've already missed the first one you get at the start, so that's fine. No accidental Brio stage for me today. Ooh, good jump there, I'll take. That means, of course, if I do pick up another Aku Aku somewhere, I'll get another bout of invincibility, and that would be really, really helpful. I can use that to make up for lost seconds. And then up there, and then up there, and then up there. There we go. Right, I'm going to take the safety option and remove that out of the way so it doesn't attack me when I come back out of the back here after breaking all of them. And we are good to go. I like to jump in the middle because the middle bit of that bridge platform doesn't move. If you hit any of the other ones, the bridge will start rotating in a weird way, make you lose your footing a bit, so do be careful. Right, just make it through. Bad cycle for this, I think. So just wait for it. Fine. Dun, 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 dun. I'm sure you can like sneak through on another cycle there, but I'd just rather wait until all three of them get pushed back. It'll be fine. Right, here's the dangerous bit for me that can go a bit wrong if I'm not careful. Right, just jump over. Or just hit it there. Alright. Not get a full clean cycle on there, but at least we have not perished at that point. And that would be a terrible point to perish. You've done all this level for what? For absolutely nothing. Right, now I can get rid of you. And then this one, of course, got to bounce on it on top of there, and hit the activation crate, and after a few retries, that is going to be, hopefully, the gem out of Lost City, which is going to be very, very helpful for us later in the run, you will see. Yes, perfect. Okay, right, and then go, da-da-da, and then just do a quick save. Yeah, overwrite is fine. Because now that I've set up an internal memory, it will be nice and saved in there. It'll be good! Right. So that split took like double the time that it should have done, really, for me, after all the time I practiced there. Oh, Julia's reporting she's done the labyrinth boss on the second try. That is actually huge, Julia. She's gonna monster Sonic 1 this time around. And that makes the run overall very interesting. That definitely does. There goes my intentional death. So later on down the run, I will not need to take it at the spot that I've been practicing at, so yeah, just make sure when we go through, we do it flawlessly from here on in. Right, got all the cycles there, that's good. There's still plenty of problem splits waiting for me in Crash 1, let me tell you that much. Like, I'm looking at Sunset Vista in particular because that's the one level in the run that we're doing a sort of glitch strategy on, but it's fine for the any %, so I'll have to wait and see how many times it takes me to get that glitch in. And it is just worth retrying the level, or retrying the glitches over and over again until you can get it, because the time save you get is kind of unreal. Yes, you too, Julia, especially for the second try on Labyrinth boss fights. You'll see when we get there. It's like, why is the scariest boss in Sonic 1 a boss that you're not even supposed to hit? It is literally just just escape up a vertical sort of like, a vertical sort of, like chasm bit. As water's rising below, there's like things shooting at you, there's spikes coming out of the wall, there's like lots of like booby trap kind of things you've got to avoid. And Julia's done that on her second try. And that is actually huge for the amount of time that Julia's been speedrunning Sonic 4. It has not been long at all, so that is absolutely a huge dub for her, definitely. As I do this in here and this in here, I am going to, again, just take it safely because the cycles allow me to pick up a couple of lives, because again, they are precious. I will always say it every single time, they are precious, you do need them. My precious. Alright, there goes Temple Ruins. A little bit of a silly couple of needless fallings down there, but that's not too bad. I never expected this to be like the most perfect Crash Bandicoot run ever, particularly because also I've been doing some quick equipment fixings to make sure data's been uploaded as it should be. But there we have that. Right. I've always maintained that doing this level in the sort of like running quickly through speedrun style that I'm doing here, it actually makes these bridge levels here not as bad as people always make them out to be. It's like, what is your problem? Just, you know, just gun for doing strats like this and like that, and you're good, honestly. Right, by this point, I've not had to take my intentional death. I'm going to take it, I think, at this point, because, woohoo! The bridge opens up there, so I can just run off the side there, and that's we go. The drowning music in particular, the zone is full of anxiety. And it is the only water level that you do in Sonic 1, so that's the only time you have the drowning music, of course. So, yeah, I do totally understand. Right, short hops. Nice short hops. Right, there's one particular bit right at the end here that's a bit problematic. It's this bit right here. And now that I don't have an Aku. Oh, she's done that, though. Oh, she's made it to the turtles in a very safe sort of way there. Took the bit of safety on the side rope, it's fine. But then, that makes... Oh my god, that makes that a near flawless. As best as I can, a near flawless road to nowhere. I've searched so much for getting that particular level nailed, and there you go, I've got it. Oh my goodness, that's so good. That is actually so good. Well then. Right, that's a free life because it's under the crate. You can pick it up just as is, and now it's time to run for more boulders. Who sets up these boulders all the time? And it's like, oh, who set up the boulder trap again? Alright, Ugg, it's your turn to set up the trap again. Why? But it was my turn last week. Like the villagers that take, like the sort of like the villagers that live in this, live on these islands are like, they have to take, what's it? They have to take rotas for resetting the boulder traps every time. Maybe even in the temple ruins as well. I don't know if some of those traps need to be reset again. Like, oh, they got rid of the spider again? Alright, somebody's have to put the new spider in. Where's the spider incubation tank? We need to get another one in there. It's like, but it was my turn last week. It's Grug's turn this week. Come on. Right, the intent death was at the previous checkpoint, so... Yep, we do that there because it was the closest place to the hole to get the quick reset through. We keep going like so. Trying to do the zigzagging and sort of making my thumb hurt, so I'm just gonna go back to hopefully normal running and don't do anything I wouldn't because last stretch I don't want to accidentally tap the boulder from an accidental spin because that as I've worked out seems to make my hitbox bigger and then makes it possible that I just hit the boulder and then get supposedly caught by it, which it doesn't make sense to me. But alright then, quick sip before the next level. Quick sip before the next level, there we go. It is time to glitch. It is time to glitch because we are in Sunset Vista. Hold no other direction but the right button. The jumping is fine, the spinning is fine, but no other direction on the D-pad other than the right direction I'm going, and then go for it now. She's first tried the glitch! She's first tried it! Wow! She first tried it! So there's a weird sort of setup there. Get in front of the spinner, spin, do a spin attack at the right timing, like as soon as the pusher comes out, and then once you do the spin, you get pushed off the ledge, just mash the jump button. If it goes right, you get essentially what happened there. And it means that this entire first section, which is very, very difficult, especially for the opening of a level, and particularly for Sunset Vista of all the levels, it does mean that we get to skip basically all of it, and that is good. That is very good. Oh, we drop here before I forget, because we need to drop down at some point, and it does mean that I've unfortunately missed this cycle, but it's fine. As I said, getting the first try on that glitch was absolutely incredible for this one. Was incredible for the way. I am very, very blessed. Almost not blessed there. Oops. Haven't said that right, okay, just what would have been really amazing was to then have as smooth of a run as possible through the remainder of the level as a result of it. So, like after doing it, but otherwise, I will still take this. This is all brilliant. Wasn't sure the cycle there, so just wait for it. It'll be fine. Ooh, okay. And then ooh, okay, and then ooh, okay. Right, we're gonna do short hop in. Hit right on the edge and go like that. Short hop in again. Over the land in the middle so that the bridge can reset its rotation. I have enough time to get to the checkpoint. She says he had time for the checkpoint, but this time, no, she didn't. I'm just gonna wait for the cycles to line up. So there we have it. Which is all fine, of course. Right, I'm gonna start climbing up now because the tiles were in sync. Get one bat out of the way. Take it safely and get the second bat out of the way so I don't get caught by it accidentally. Well, that went well. So I guess I've got to count that as the intentional death. And it is, unfortunately, quite a ways back. And then now I've got to wait for the pushes to get back on cycle, because for some reason, when you're loading at that particular point from the checkpoint, the pushes are just not on cycle yet. For whatever unknown reason that is. Oh, why did I go for that? Oh, why did I go for that? That was silly. Right, I'm just going to run through, avoid the back down there. It'll be fine. And then hopefully make this jump and over the currently lit brazier. That was a terrible idea, but it has worked. I think I got roasted. Possibly. And I did it to myself. Right. Intentional death here again. This is where you're meant to take the only one. Right, set up for this. Just gotta take a pause and be safe. Right, do it again. Sort of, hopefully not mess me up too much. It might have done actually, but I'll have to wait and see. Glitch so nice, you do it twice! Glitch so nice, you do it twice. And that time, to get it on second try, would have been absolutely just barnstorming to get both times on the glitch first try, but getting the second try is also not something to turn your nose up at. This is good. This is actually really good. So the intentional death there that I took actually sets you up on the ideal sort of trajectory to then do the glitch properly. And again, it's the same sort of pattern, only hold the right direction, and you make it work like that in the same sort of way. Spin as soon as the pusher comes out, and if you mash jump in the right way when you get shoved off the edge, you then get the magical Jesus time, and you can just mash the jump button up to past the level boundary, and you can just run right over the top on that invisible wall up there, and yeah, skip out two very massive and very difficult chunks out of Sunset Vista. And that is good for the any % run. And I'm going to thank as well to CD Romatron telling me that strategy back when I was learning this game and telling me no, that is actually good for the any %, so don't worry about it. So we're 4:38 on Sunset Vista. It's not terrible. I think if I could get that closer to 4 minutes and maybe a 3 minute something, that would be even better, but that is fine as it is, as we get to third boss number 3, and the run's right now looking, Julia is a third of her way through her splits overall, and I am very hot on her tail. I think by this point she is probably getting closer and closer to wrapping up the run on Sonic 1, then she will join me in Crash Bandicoot Land, and then I will be hopefully in the next, like, 25 minutes or so, probably hopping over to Sonic 1 myself. And then we will show off how that run goes as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope everybody is enjoying all of this, wherever you're watching this from, of course. So just waiting for big muscly man to throw boulders, and I can launch them back at him, and that works out brilliantly. Right, get right to the corner here, so I avoid the TNTs dropping. Very much like that. And then hopefully he's not going to throw it right away while I still have to stay here. That's very tight of a window, but that's fine. And there's a window to hit it through the minecarts there. And there's just one more round of this, but you can also see that to make this safe for yourself, if you spin at the right time, you can just hit the boulders away. Well, oh, that's quite early, Koala. Okay, that's fine. That still works out, though. That still worked out, though, and yeah, very simply, that boss goes. And just hoping for you to throw the boulders as soon as possible, while it's safe to do so as well. As I now report, I am now a third of the way through, and I get to the third island of the Crash Bandicoot run here, as I come into another problem level of mine. It's heavy machinery. Okay, in my last run of this, officially, I managed to do this run near to as intended as possible, and compared to the last PB time, I managed to shave, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. From one PB to another PB, this split I saved 4 minutes and 20 seconds on, because that is how sometimes this level has gone for me in the past. Just not that brilliant. And then by no means am I going to be, dedicating myself to getting very quick times in this game, but we're just going to be doing this as quickly as possible, with, within the hour, or at least close to the hour as possible. That is what we're aiming for. And then I like to think that my Sonic 1 run is a very gnarly one at this point, so, looking forward to when I get there. Meanwhile, that is where the intentional death happens, so we do that there. And all of this run has gone to plan right now, so that is fine. Take a run down here, and hopefully nail these jumps across all of them. That is a good sign because we're getting past that steam vent. Right, when I land, also take it soon. Okay, that cycle on the steam vents was brilliant. I will take it. Also, don't mind the visual glitches that you can see on my end. I am running this in a very legitimate, you can probably tell I'm running this very, very legitimately. Hello, DBL! Welcome in! You're joining me at about, like, the third waypoint through this combined Crash and Sonic race that myself and JuliaBandicoot are doing. Check out the multi-stream at the top if you want to see both perspectives going on in this shared event, of course, if your bandwidth can handle it, or feel free to pick and choose which you'd like. Julia will be just having the game audio on because she does her streams with no microphone, but if you want my rolling and rambling commentary, please feel free to do that, of course. Also missed that bit there, but got the second time around, that's fine. GG. Oh, GG's on Sonic! Julia has finished Sonic the Hedgehog in a sub 40 time. Can I just say, Julia, just for you listening to this right now, your progress through Sonic 1 has absolutely just been so exciting to see. That is absolutely incredible. And also, by the way, that was a very good heavy machinery. As I now load into the next level Cortex Power, the important thing I've got to remember is when we get to the forks in the road, you go right first and then you go left first. Oh, sorry, you go right first and then left second. So this is the first fork, you go right. And then, yeah, that is huge. A sub 40 in Sonic 1 is nothing to... Yeah, for the amount of time that Julie's been running the game for, that time is definitely not something to shake a stick at. I mean, not something to turn your nose up at. That is a belter of a time, let's be honest. And now, unfortunately, the two double echoes I've got there have to, unfortunately, take a hit there because that is where the intentional death happens in the level. But otherwise, this level doesn't really cause issues, just so long as I don't butcher my run through it. I take the pause there so I can pick up an extra life. And then hopefully get all these. The timing is good, the timing is brilliant. And the rest of the run of this is going to be fine. In fact, I'm going to do a little bit more zigzagging to try and save a little bit of time right at the end. But otherwise, that was a very nice Cortex Power. And yet, when she goes into Crash Bandicoot as well, check that the game audio is good for her as well, so that all of y'all can hear it if you want to enjoy that thing as well. Or if you want to join me suffer in Generator Room, because that's going to happen, feel free to watch what I'm doing right now. Because again, it's like this third island here has a bunch of problem levels for me, and it's just hopefully... And it's like, when these problem levels get good in a run, I then flub on a bunch of other levels, like, before that point. So I'm just like, well, what's the point then? What is the actual point? Right, just do a quick save there, just in case I'm going to hit one of those camera bots. Absolute bane of my existence sometimes, the camera bots. I'm also going to take it slightly safe here. So if I do need to damage boost through these things, I can do. Just go like that, I'll take it. Pew! Right. Gone so good through this level right now. I'm going to take the safety and just wait for these to move and get me to the right place. Spin that camera away because that was bound to hit me. And I've got to this point all good to go! That is such a long way back. I was meant to take the intentional death at the checkpoint. That was literally only a couple of jumps away from me there. That is a terrible time to have a fall, unfortunately. So all of this bit all over again. How about this? Right, I should be able to just... yeah, just blaze through that, that's fine. Right, we'll try and get back there as quickly as we can. Right, but if that is our only flub of the run, and I also took a bit of a risk to make that quickly and to just get back here as quickly as possible, if that is our only flub, then I will take it. Right, I no longer need to intent death here, just move it. Oh, okay, thank you, Aku. Your sacrifice will not be forgotten today. Just jump to there, and just jump to there, skip all of that needless waiting, and just get down here. And this is the final stretch of the level. Just make sure we jump over the hot one here first. Do not join them in the hot ones. I am not on that particular YouTube show. Would be on that YouTube show, question mark? But, we'll have to wait and see. But alright, that is the end of the level. I'm going to take a couple of lives out of the way, and... hopefully, I am set for the rest of the run, but if I do need to pick up more, of course I can do. So other than the unfortunate time loss for the big backtrack from that checkpoint box, I think that was an okay generator room. Again, that's one of my problem levels that can go catastrophically if I just die over and over again. As we now go to meet the mooks. Meet the mooks in toxic waste. They're going to throw barrels down the way. Otherwise, this is just up and over barrels and just run straight up to the top. Thank you for your service, Aku. There's a bit of a safety jump there. There's a jump on here. We could take an instant death there, but I'm actually gonna be brave and go a bit forward ahead, just so we can get through some more level before things go badly. Right. Also taking the time to jump right to the side there. I am approaching that mook right at the terrible time. He's about to throw the barrel right in front of my face. Right, jump to the side, around the bouncing barrels. That's terrible placement there. Okay. So unfortunately, all of that bit of the level I've got to do all over again. Right, folks that are tuning in onto my end of this event here, I am running some advertisements in about a minute's time. So everybody who is not subscribed will be sent to ad purgatory on my end for a little bit. But of course, I don't think Julia does that. So if you'd like to continue watching, of course, Julia does have her perspective, hopefully ad-free. Right, I'm going to take a pause there. And there's a safety button to the side. It gets a bit of time before throwing another one. And there we go. I would have taken that there, but that's fine. So, yep, I will say to people, again, the advertisements are starting in about 30 seconds time now. You can, of course, remove the advertisements from your favorite streamers' channels if you want to choose to subscribe to them, of course, but we are never going to force or demand that you do that. But they do help out the channel on a very, very small if you want to just continue watching the good times here. But otherwise, the ads will play, and I will be back to you in a couple of minutes. You don't really need to see me do too much in Pinstripe Pottery, because Pinstripe is a very, very easy fight. It's just dodging when he's going crazy with his Tommy gun, just like this. And then we have learned that the quick cycle through is to hit him. What? It's hit him once, he goes for a spin. Twice, he goes for a spin. Shake of the head. And then thrice, he goes for a spin. And now it's time to hide back under because we can't hit him anymore, unfortunately. He then gets iframes all of a sudden before he then goes crazy with his Tommy gun again. And then I purposely decided to wait behind this cushion seat. And then go around, give him a bit of a spin. Run to the other side and hide behind this. It just auto hides when you're like close behind it, and you're safe from all of his gunfire. Don't worry about it. Just wait a good old moment. Go back in, and it doesn't matter where you wait this time around because the final hit, he's gonna jump on top of the table that's overturned, and that's gone very well for you, hasn't it? Make him do one more spin, and oh no, he's wrecked his own office. He's going to have to put that on expenses, and Cortex is not going to like that too much, is it? Right, the ads are not starting yet. There we go, the ads are starting now, so I'll see you after them. While I go onto the high road, I will take the high road on this one. Right, so the last bridge level went very, very well. Can I make it 2 out of 2 bridge levels go very, very well? I wonder. As long as I can get past the hog there, that's good. You keep forgetting about the intended there. I've done that once. Right at the start of things, so that's all absolutely fine. Every other one has been, as intended. Right. Yep, I got the checkpoint box, that's good, and I still can collect the life right up above while I wait for Turtle to sort its life out and get into a place for me that I can use. Keep using the side netting, the side roping to make all these nice jumps. I'm assuming this is allowed for thing. Make sure we do not miss a checkpoint, so a little bit of a couple of tenths lost there because... Well, now a lot of more seconds lost there because that one. So thank God I went back and got that checkpoint because that would have been so much more of the level back if I didn't get that. Oops. While we have Eternal Songbird doing a lurk in Julia's side, that's absolutely fine. We do appreciate all the lurks, of course. Oh yeah, I've got to remind myself as well. I can't just like run right across the solid like beige planks. They've got to. You gotta do a bit of a jump along them as well. So yeah, there we go, there's a checkpoint. I'm gonna take the side net in, which is a lot easier to do in the original version of the game because he has a flat hitbox down below. Here's a square hitbox. For some reason, when you try and do that in Insane Trilogy, while you can do it, it's a much harder thing to land because they changed the shape of the hitbox on Crash. He's now rounded at the bottom, so you slide off the side of the rope bridges. Much easier in that version, so you do gotta bear in mind that. Right, this should be on our way towards the final stretch, I do believe. That's not going to quite make it. That's a failure on my part. So this is not going to be 2 out of 2 bridge levels I do flawlessly, unfortunately, because all these points I'm taking needlessly. It'll be fine, though. I'll have to wait and see if all this adds up at the end, because I don't know how... I've not really seen too much of Julia's crash run right now. She did report that she was doing this in like under an hour, so... if she can replicate that, I've got to get a hecking move on for my Sonic run, it turns out. But I mean, if it goes well, I like to think I still have a pretty good chance. But I'll have to wait and see. So that was a few seconds slower than I would have liked it to be, and particularly before I have another sip there, and then go to that level of the video game. Though, I mean, in terms of Crash Bandicoot, there are many levels in this game that can be considered, you know, that level of the video game. Just because of the nature that Crash Bandicoot is. It is a very, very wild beast. But particularly for Slippery Climb, it is doubly so, because it is a... If I want to describe any of the levels as a gauntlet, this one would definitely be one of the levels I describe as a gauntlet, because there is such a long stretch in between checkpoints. And guess how many checkpoints there are in this stage? In total. Nope, you're quite wrong. Just one of them. There's only one checkpoint, which is, like, so far ahead. We're going to do the entirety of this running to the left here. Thank God the timing on those steps was good. I've got to see if the timing for these steps in particular are going to be nice. You are just about there, so thank you for being nice. I've just got to be patient and wait for cycles. Wait for that cycle too. If I go now, save myself the most time possible. There we go. And off like that, up like that, up like that. There we go, there we go. Right. You can see all of this level done by this point. And only now, there's your checkpoint. And that's the only one to take. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's any easy way to, like, fall off the side at that particular point there. So you're just going to have to run into the spikes down there. And that's where you take your intentional death. And you still do have to take the intentional death. If you want to skip out on the result screen and get the best time possible in here in Slippery Climb. Thank you for all the emotes then. She's got a lot of time to, like, put in emotes now and take part in chat because she's doing Crash Bandicoot. She did say that her Sonic 1 run was going to be one she locks in on, so I can tell getting that in sub 40 is absolutely immense. So congratulations once again on that. What? Ooh, that was close. Literally stopped right on the final step when it came out there. Again, yeah, that is the only checkpoint back on that ascending bit. So if I were to fall right at the final hurdle, which is something that can very easily happen if I don't pay attention, all of this bit we have to do again. Don't jump there. I've seen so many people make that mistake. Don't jump across those steps down there because you're going to hit the spiky thingamabob up there. We're going to be brave. We are going to be very brave. We're going to be very brave and go, Mah! I love the vultures when you bounce them and just go, Mah! I love it. I love the sound that they make. The song that is entirely in G minor. Right, off we go through that. I'm going to take a couple of those for the way because I need a refuel. But otherwise, why am I doing these, like, problem levels so good in this unofficial race, in this unofficial run of the game? Why am I doing these levels so good now? What's going on? Heavy Machinery was almost done perfectly. And then Sunset Vista was done pretty good. And then we just hit Slippery Climb as intended. What the heck is going on here? As we now go into Lights Out. It's a very, very dark and spooky hallway through the castle. So Aku is going to be our light in the shining darkness. Our light shining in the darkness. I'm going to take my intentional death here because it sets me up for a cycle that I can just get by just going to the side of the level there. It does count as your level, so do take it, and I'm going to keep doing that up until that bit there, and that works out. Very good, very good, very good. Right, I'm going to make that jump there. I just keep it going up until the ending. We will be nice and good. Pick another one. Go pick up the lives just in case I need to farm them for later. I have plenty, should I need them. It'll be fine. Here's another checkpoint, and here's another one of those. I believe we're like into close to final stretch. Oh, God! Okay, slight abuse of the fact that I was kind of sliding off of the shield, but still managed to somehow get a jump off of it. So we are safe still, and we're being brave. We can make all of these swinging. We can make all these swinging axe things. We're being very brave. We can make it. We're being very brave. We can make it. Yes, we can. We're being very brave. We can make it. Okay, not that time, and doesn't even matter because we fell down anyway. Right, that's probably a bit of a ways back, isn't it? Unfortunately now. Going to make sure to do the same thing and not spin into the rats, of course, because I don't want them to accidentally break a Aku box all the way down the way and make it so that the next session I have to do in almost figurative blackness. It's not complete blackness, but it does get very, 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 very dark to see. But I've had moments where I've like 420 blazed it right to the end in almost complete darkness. It's absolutely fine. I might do it here too. Like, watch this. Okay, right. Complete blackness. I know where I'm jumping. I need to jump there. I need to jump through this. I need to jump through this. And I need to jump through that. Oh, she's cracked. She is gaming right now. And she has made that work out pretty well in the end. There we go. There we go. There we go. So yeah, she just fills out the level there. I can pretty much just vaguely see where to go, but I have remembered the level layout right here at the end there, just in case that were to happen. And luckily, we are fine to keep on going into the next Jaws of Darkness level, where into the next Dark Temple level. If this goes badly for me as well, this can be a problem level, and it has been in the past. Right, I'm not gonna do any risking that I shouldn't be doing. It is fine by me. I'm gonna have to wait for that, aren't I? I don't know why I jumped in to get those bats. I could have very easily died by those bats. That was a terrible idea. Especially because the way to the first checkpoint is a long way away, unfortunately, so you gotta be careful. How is the run reporting? I should not have gone for that. As I said, this is a lot of level to do up until your first checkpoint, unfortunately. But this level, turns up a little bit to an 11, really. So I'm hoping that the rest of the run goes smooth now through this level, of course. Okay, right. Out of the way, Snake. Take a pause. You're not going to make it. You could probably do if you were absolutely one of the top runners, but that is not you right now, and you're not going to plan to be one of the top runners in this game. You're just doing this for the fun of it, and of course it's all for charity. This is all the charity and stuff at the end of the day. If you want to do !race down below to get the information about why we're doing this race and who this incentive has been supporting. Of course, it is the Special Effect Charity, the wonderful disabled gamers charity of the UK, helping disabled people through the power of gaming and accessibility. Get the link you need by doing !race in my chat. And you can get that information there. Right, luckily. There we go. Now, there's our checkpoint, which is very, very lucky. So if I were to take my death here, that's fine. It will be my intent death for the run, but there is a far better place to do it if I can make it all the way to there, which is going to be better for my time overall, I think. Right, take a pause there. Of course, as well, if you want to get the multi-stream link, if you want to watch both perspectives going on now, because we are both currently still doing Crash Bandicoot right now. I'm still in Crash Bandicoot. Julia has now beaten Sonic 1 and is into Crash Bandicoot now, so it is all to play for. If you want to see both perspectives, it is pinned currently in the chat at the top. Or if you want to do !multi to get that link, and if your bandwidth can handle it, you can enjoy both streams at once. At the very least, of course, we are sharing our chats between, and obviously, we've probably got our fans of our respective streamers, but again, we both feel the love. If you like, good luck to both of us. We do feel that love, and we are enjoying, hopefully, our time doing this. It is a lot of fun to do this. As scary as these games are to speedrun, it's been a journey and a lot of fun to, you know, learn these through, and it's really, really good here. All right. I reckon now most of the scary part of the game is over. Do you remember that gem we got right the way back in one of the earlier levels in the Lost City? This is why we got that gem. Because Castle Machinery has a gem route right at the start of the level that basically takes you right over the top to a whole bunch of lives, and you can just drop down from here into the goal ring, and you've skipped basically the entire level. And saved yourself a bunch of time there, so we will have to go through this result screen, but going through all of this is so much more time save than having to go through the entirety of Castle Machinery, basically falling all the way down that pit and going to the top again. That is just not worth the time to do, so yeah, gem route, particularly for that one, is the only gem we get for the N% run, because it does mean that Castle Machinery is a 38-second split rather than a couple of minutes split, so there you go. As I now go to see Dr. Brio. He's going to send out his concoctions on us. I don't know why he's not counting his hits. There we go. I was hoping to get it quickly and get him into the quick cycles of throwing his vials into my face. Okay, that count. I'm going to take the fact that that counted. There we go. Yeah, and Crash does get smashed by boxes at the end, but again, that time save is absolutely so totally worth it. Right, 1, 2, 3, that should count. And it's going to throw the rest out on me, trying to get me right at the end. And then, what's his next plan here? No, Brio, don't drink it! That's the forbidden monster! That is the forbidden monster energy drink! And now he has gone full gamer, bro. Oh, God. I need to get on this and... Now! Oof. Okay, that got a bit too close for call. But luckily, these big jumps I can make and... woo! That nearly got very, very panicky at the end. I didn't want to have to do that entire boss from the beginning again. That would have been terrible. I just didn't land on the falling bricks, as I should have done, but that's fine. That is all absolutely fine. As we go to the lab, I think the last problem level of the run, if I can make this clean... We'll have to wait and see. Was that a double hit? I don't know if it was a double hit. I don't think it was. I should be able to make that. Yeah. But as I said, this is like the last problem level of the run. If this goes well, then we are home free, basically. But I have had runs here that stagnate quite a lot, particularly because the timing of obstacles like that is a bit awkward. Right, make sure to hit that one for the activation crate. Don't hit the second pyramid box there because there's a TNT hidden under there, and you don't want that nasty surprise. Jump over the jump around the lab assistant. You notice I'm losing two. Well, that's something I'm going to have a look back on, but I didn't notice that. But anyway, there's our only checkpoint for the lab as well. From this point onwards, the level has to be done pretty good, unless I want to be back in here all the time, which I really don't want to have happen. So off we go to like that. I should be able to make that. And jump around the lab assistant. Very, very good, very good. Very good, very much. Right, they can do that. Oh, okay, yeah, and then dodge. Oh, I didn't want to hit the slime, let's be honest there, but it still works out, it's fine. And then this cycle is a bit of a pain in the butt to try and have to make. Oh, I got it, nice. And then we're gonna take it nice and calm and collected. And there you go, a nice run of the lab in this unofficial run of the game that I'm doing. I'm getting all the problem levels done pretty much as intended. That is whack to me, honestly. That is absolutely whack. Absolutely so whack. I can't believe that. And now we get to the Great Hall, which is just jump across the gap and then finish. Unless you got all the gems, of course. If you're going for 100%, you take all the gem path route to the bonus ending. But we don't do that in any %, of course. And now we have the final boss against Cortex. The important color we've got to look for in this fight, of course, we want to hit green energy beams that he fires from his thing. Darn you, Crash Bandicoot! He had such an aura about him in this old version, didn't he, from his original voice actor. Cortex is very much not like the bumbling idiot that he becomes in later games. Like, he is genuinely sort of a little bit of a menace in this one, just because of the aura he just radiates. But anyway, as I said, find the green ones to knock back at him, and then build up enough energy to throw back at him, and we will get the hits on him. Then time will be coming up when we register the final hit on Cortex, of course, and then we can get to game swapping, and I can start my Sonic run. As we get into a rapid fire phase here, mind out for that green, because we always need to catch the green. I don't know why I jumped into that one, but it's fine. I've got the Akiwakas to take the hit. And time is coming up very soon on Crash 1, and spin the last one in. Time on Crash 1, and it is time for us to, get ready to move it on and do Sonic 1 now. Brendan O'Brien back in Crash 1 days. Very, very nice, very nice. So yeah, that is approved. Crash Bandicoot has been finished. Bye-bye for now. I don't want to save state. It's fine. It's fine. Right, you don't need to see that. You need to see... I don't need to add a new view. What's going on here? Press again to quit. Right, I just have to very quickly reload RetroArch so I can get ready for my Sonic 1 run. And there we go. Yes, GG's. Thank you very much for the GG's on Crash 1. That was like an hour and 2 or something. An hour and 2? Okay, not too bad. My fastest has reached sub-hour by this point, but yeah, that's fine. Right, just load in the right core. And again, probably also load in and activate the right thing so you can see the RetroArch hopefully going on. So there we go. I've loaded the core in Genesis plus GX, load content, which is in my C drive, RetroArch Win64, system, Sonic Europe. There we go. Thank you very much, Julia. I am now moving on to my Sonic run, and then... Don't give up now. Oh, shoot. Oh, because the game is going to be counted. Oh, the one thing I didn't do at the end, right? Okay, bear with me as I just do undo accidental reset. There we go. Undo accidental reset. And then just basically try and do the thing of how do I make this work now? Because the one thing I forgot to do is that Sonic the Hedgehog, of course, has an auto splitter, and I forgot to turn off the auto splitter. Deactivate, so that's now done. So that's a bugger on me. So if I just okay, what I'll do for the purposes of this, as the result of all of this silliness on my end, because clearly I haven't prepared enough. But what I'll do. Basically add on like an hour and 3 minutes to my finishing time. And yeah, that's how it works. Was this going to be brilliant? Was this going to be perfect? I don't think it was, but again, this is all just for fun anyway. So for official timing's sake, I'm going to be saying when I go through and activate all these again. So technically I've done all these. Bum, 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 bum to catch up. Yep, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. And then basically for my ending time, just add like an hour and 4 minutes onto it. So there you go. Just move on the runs as if we can figure out the rest. Yes. So yeah, as I'm saying, just add a minute, just add like an hour and 4 minutes basically to this one. So here's our game swap split. And as soon as I hit game spots, as soon as I hit it here, we will be ready to get on going. So, okay, I can grab the exact time if you want. You can do if you want, miss. You can do if you miss. You can do if you want, miss. Yeah, so you can go back and see what the exact finishing time was, and then the exact time it took me in the playhead to do the whole sort of setting up of this redo here. So there you go. Anyway, I am going to be getting ready to start my Sonic Run 1 run in 3, 2, 1. As I said, press the start button, of course, because it is the start button to do this in, so I am already messing this up a little bit, but, and that's already a great start. I'm not meant to get on that side of the box, but we will keep on going. So I am now into my home game, as it were, and the splits have now been caught up, but again, for the purposes of the finishing time, just basically add a minute and like an hour and 4 seconds onto this one. This is already a great start to my Green Hill. If you'd liked it. Okay then. So yeah, if anybody has messed up on the setup, it is actually me. So I've caught up my accidental DNF. The splits are now caught back up, but obviously, right, I need to roll and then do that sort of thing, which hasn't really worked out now, unfortunately, because this has been just the absolutely most amazing start to Sonic 1 ever that I've ever had. Right, just roll in and, wait. RTA strats. Remember, we're doing this race in RTA only, so RTA strats will have to be employed in this run here. Wherever I can help it, try and finish the try and finish these stages that you normally do in like sub 30 seconds in game time. Just like take a pause and finish them at the 30-second mark instead. Unless I can finish them in 25 seconds, and then the RTA loss is not too bad. So yeah, Green 1 was a very rough start. We'll see if Green 2 follows suit and is equally as rough. We'll have to wait and see. If I just make sure my jumps here are nailed, so I just jump across that one, jump over that one. That'll do for me. And then just make the rest of the jumps on top of that. I will take that. And if I can get 25, I will be able to ignore the time loss. Because I can wait through the countdown of the time bonus. It will sort of work out itself there. That's absolutely fine. I forgot to split a Green Hill 1. That's absolutely fine. So I'll take the split of Green Hill 2 here. As I said, this is all very, very unofficial and very, very scuffed on my end, it turns out there. So on fade to black, I will take my split there. There you go. Right. Green Hill 3 is an interesting one here. Get the invincibility right at the start, and it helps you out for the rest of the run. I'm going to jump and take the spring this way. And then hopefully I can get the setup and get the thing in that. Land on that, and then take the rest of the top route this way. Hopefully, usually get a bit of a leap up there, but I haven't quite had that. Right, can I get it? Right, I got one. I might not be able to get the second. No, I haven't got the second. That's fine. Right, just run across and keep it going. I'm not going to put too much on that one. It's nice that you land there right on top of the enemy. It's nice that that happens. But anyway, still to the boss room in like 28 seconds, so there you go. That's absolutely fine. Now I've got to be a bit careful, because I don't have the iframes with the invincibility to quickly take down the boss, but that is still pretty quick. I'll take that. And then, wait, and then, wait. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so the problem is that I forgot that Sonic 1 does have an auto splitter, and I forgot to deactivate it for by the time we got to the Sonic Hedgehog splits. So yeah, my boo-boo, my fault. But as I said, this is all unofficial. So it's absolutely fine. And then off we go. So yeah, on to my finishing time. Just basically add like an hour and 4 minutes, basically. And you'll get like the rough sort of actual time it will have taken me to do all this. It'll be fine. Or if somebody can grab me the exact times, I know that Mist is kind of on it, so thank you for that, Mist. If you want to do that, then you can feel free to inform me. Ooh, excuse me, and I can like officially do that in for the recording of the run on the run.gg as well, so we can make that work like that. Okay, right. I'm also just gonna do that so I can actually see the chat again. Alright, whoa! Right, make sure we fall down there, go through that, and right, I'm gonna take the damage boost. See if I don't get crushed! Ah, that's a shame. Okay, and this is problematic actually. I am down to my last life. I am down to my last life in this version, and it is pretty problematic for me, as I say, because there's a very real chance you can game over in this run. And if you game over, it's right back to the start of level 1, and you don't want to do that. You'll may have to take this whole entire marble split as a thing like that. But yeah, I've got Liam! Thank you, Liam, and the GLs. I'm trying my best here. I am trying not to panic, but I have now, unfortunately, gone down to my last life in this game. And if I lose this last life, it's curtains for me, unfortunately. So yeah, thank you for that one. And also all the people in Julia's chat, I do see you as well. And yeah, we all feel it. We all feel the love, definitely. Right. Ah, jeez! Okay, I definitely don't have that, because apparently I can't get through this thing to save my bacon right now. I'm going to wait for this cycle again. Eh! Come on! Come on, let me through. We gotta go. Right, this time I'm not going to take any sort of intent damage strats here. Just gotta take it normally. Because my quick cycle through is all out the window by this point, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. There we go, like that. And then we go like that. And we're going to have the bats this way. Hopefully won't ignore us there. That's a follow from the person there. Thank you very much, ImpishK. I do appreciate that, definitely. Right, just hopefully this lasts a little bit. Right, we've got some rings for the end. That's fine. Landing on that cat killer is always an absolute killer. But anyway, there we go. So yeah, I've got to be so super careful until I can pick up extra lives in this run. Because, yeah, having this many down at this point is very, very scary. But you could make the argument that if you take the death now, you'll have a new chance to get back to this point with all of your lives intact. But at the same time, I'd say that's a lot of time loss that I really can't afford if I want to be beating Julia right now. She's sub-40'd this game, whereas I have the potential to do probably a smidge better than that. But that'll be hard to do if I keep dying in my runs. Oh, I did get the clean across the swingers, though. That's lovely. Right, here comes some tricky jumping across these. Don't bother riding on the block, just jump like so, and you make it across, and there we go. And luckily, yeah, like that. Alright, these jumpings are nice. I like these jumps, they're nice and clean. They're nice and clean so far. Right, not too far that way, that's fine. Alright, keep it going, we're good. Now we're not good, because Caterkillar got in our way again, because of course it did. Right, just take the roll down there, and it's like game slow down there, because there was so much stuff happening on the screen to make that go like that. Right. At the very least, you do want that, and then if I can quickly get a hip and a hop it across like that, and right, no god cycle for me here. Just gotta wait for this to fall down. There we go, and it's time to move it. Move it in such a way that we don't take an accidental squimsh death. So I've got to be careful, as I say. This is final life, and I don't want to lose it. Julia did not have this problem for her run, because again, she ran on the Origins version, which allowed for the multiple unlimited retries, because they did away with the life system and that basically, if you wanted to play it that particular way. Of course, there is the standard, like the classic version as well. If you wanted to have the lives and thus have the challenge, you could do that as well if you wanted. But yeah, we agreed that she could run with the infinite lives on, so just to make the run sort of manageable for her. At the end of the day, it was just for making this as fair of a thing as possible, because I have done quite a few runs in this now, and my time currently as it stands is the best one. I can beat this in a sub 25 minutes. That is real time. I can beat this game in sub 25 minutes. That's probably not happening this time as of all my flibbing, but still, it should be fine so long as I again do not lose this life I'm holding on to for dear life. Quite literally, my last life I'm needing for dear life here. Because if I had to take the thing and restart the entirety of the run because I got a game over, I'm going to be languishing at whatever split it was for quite a while, and that will allow Julia to catch up in her Cash Banuka run. So, it'll be interesting to see if that turns out to be. Right, don't get an accidental squinch, please. No accidental squinch. And this time around, we actually had rings to carry. That's good. Right. And then, oh boy. Right. One thing we will say about this game here, the spike invulnerability is absolutely just out of whack. Normally, you're meant to have iframes on every hit that you take. I mean, I had a life, I could have gotten that checkpoint, but I am now going to raw dog this, shall we say. That's a terrible thing to say, I'm sorry, but right, can I get 5, 6, 7, can I get 8? Yes, we can, let's go. Right, get to this island safety, and there we go, marble is good, and we have an extra life to spare as a result. I know there's one I can pick up in Spring Yard again, so I'm going to take a little bit of time to pick up that life too. Just to basically make sure that the run survives in the end of the day, that's all I need to do. Drop on spikes and getting hit. You're doomed! Definitely. You die! You die! You die! Yep, definitely, that's what happens. I could die here as well if I'm not careful. Right, here we go. Let's roll up in there, take the hit up there. Right, I'm going to do the same thing. Get an extra life, and then the speed shoes, which I need. Oh, okay, right. Just get up there. Right, this is time lost on the speed shoes. I need as much of this as possible. Get this up of here, going down here, roll up, and then over the top and out of bounds. There we go. I mean, it counts for the run. It's fine. It's all legal. Run into a crab meat. Why not? I can make that jump there still. Just get busy hopping and use all this time as possible with it. Now it's run out. I should have had more than that, but I languished at the start. That's absolutely fine, though. Right, jump that way, and then just take the hit that way. If I hit those spiky things at the side, I should avoid their spikes on top. That is all good to me. And then, time to go up, past these crab meats, it's time to fall down, right in the middle, jump on that for safety, and then jump over here to that one for the secret way, and it's 50 seconds. I have done this level in sub 30 seconds. I think I did that on my current PB of this run, of this game. But, yeah, I know I can get pretty close to that, but, there we are. And now 3 ways for the way. Okay, right, here comes this setup, which is like that, and then hopefully go down and roll on the crab meat so I don't accidentally tap them without any rings on me. That would be a bad idea. Good clean jump through them. I'll take that. Then spring up. Past the crab meats here. Over the top of them. Get away from them. That's very, very fortunate. And then I leap off now. And then get sent all the right way back because, of course I do. Don't end up in the party pit. Don't end up in the party pit. Don't do that. Okay, that's fine. That is literally the worst of the party pits in this game to get stuck in, I would reckon. I don't know why I jumped like that. I didn't need to jump like that. That's fine. Here come Randy and Orton. I got RKO'd out of nowhere. But then I got rid of them out of the way there. That's fine. Right, can I get this jump nailed? Nice. Top route clean and through. Nice time. So as I said, yeah, Spring Yard, Sonic 1 is so much a faster game than Crash 1. It is kind of unreal. But again, because we both do the same amount of game, it adds up in the split way, so that's absolutely fine. Right, can I nail this on? Go now. Yep, very nice. Didn't get the roll across, so that's a shame, but that means, a few God Cycles we have to miss, but I can probably still do something there. I'd try and go for the gap on those very fine jumps there, but we're going to be safe. Again, these lives are precious. I've lost too many of them already in the run, so I don't want to lose any more than I need to. Nice jump to this, nice jump to this, and then here come tricky jumps to set up to hopefully get across this. I didn't have enough speed. I need more speed than that. Right, let's try again. And then go now. That's more speed, and then just stick on the top. Just stick on the top because this is safe. No! Julia can catch up here. Julia can absolutely catch up now. I mean, that's not the worst place to fall down and make it all again, but I was so near to completing the top route there, so taking all of this loss now is bad. As well as getting the squish there. Why? Why can't he squish himself like that, video game? Make me lose a whole minute of time. I don't like you, video game, sometimes. I also messed up that jump there, but that's fine. It means that we can approach this a bit more safely there. Yeah. I got the silly squinch. This would be a time for me to like think, do I want to go for some more riskier jumps now? Okay, crab meat. Rub it in, why don't you? Thanks. You're gonna make me miss this second now, aren't you? I don't like that crab meat. I don't like that crab meat this particular time, let's be honest. Okay, that's fine. So the more time that I language and make all the silly mistakes here, I need to set up for this. Go now. Oh, okay, I press 1. I press jump. It didn't jump. Quote 1. That's gonna make it. That's gonna make it. Okay, that's fine. Right. This time, no silliness. Let's take it nice and quickly and calmly and collected. That's not calm and collected, but it's gonna make it. Okay, right. That's a bit of time back that I could have got there. I do need to add a quote 1 at this point. The amount of times I've said it now. I do need to add that as a quote 1. We pressed jump, it didn't jump. Right, it's gonna be a bit slow roller coaster here. Right, but we need to have this invincibility and these speed shoes for as long as possible, up to the end. Right, on top of that, I should be able to make the jump right the way across. Yes, I do. And now, hopefully, quick cycle for the boss. 2, 3, 4. Not quite 4. Okay, so 5. It's gonna take a bit of a longer than needed. 6, 7, and then when it comes down, 8. Should have been quicker. Could have and should have been quicker, but there we are. So now there is still every opportunity. If my splits go badly from this point on here, there's gonna... If I lose all my lives at this point, actually, this is going to be a lot of game to have to shift through again. So ideally, if I can save that from happening, we will be fine. It just depends on how Julia's crash run is going right now. Okay, that's good. Oh yes, thank you, Kate. Thank you, Vital, for the exclamation mark race to let you know why we're doing this. On what basically this race is, and the whole charity that this incentive has come in to support is, of course, the Special Effect charity. If you want to get the details, go to the website specialeffect.org.uk and yeah, get the information about the amazing UK-based disabled gamers charity. Right, the setup is all nice and good. We should have a platform waiting for us here. I would be silly and go for the momentum jump to get across, but we're not going to be silly. We're just going to wait for the thing to appear on the side, and then we're going to go. And we're going to be safe about it. Safe, rather than silly, is going to make me survive this game. That's all I need, really. Right, get out of the way, fishy. Not my most ideal or optimal. Getting rid of all that. That's fine. That's still hit by the thing at the top. Right, it's fine. And then, hey! Right. A few seconds away from my optimal right now, but I will still take that. So, I feel like I've got a really... I feel like I've got an itch on the front of my nose here. It's like, I don't know what's happening on the front of it there. I keep wanting to give it a scritch. No. Be safe, have a ring, because there are enemies waiting here, and spikes! That is exactly the reason why I went back to pick up that ring, because otherwise I'd have taken the death there. But it means I now have no rings for this little bit of an underwater gauntlet, which is a, sort of a bad idea. Now we're safe. Now we are safe. Okay, right, no. I went ups. I went ups. Let me through. What are you pushing against there, Sonic? I don't know what you're doing. Okay, right, there we go. Button is in there. I can make the jump to that. I can make the jump to that. Just about dodge the thing. And we need the invincibility for our way down here. And we need to use it for our way down here. Don't want to waste time. Don't want to waste time with it. It means that we can set up for good things later. Right, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. Oh, God, I do hate the fact that, in this video game, all the things, bar Sonic, do not get affected by the water physics. I'm not going to take the safety and do that there. You sort of screwed me over there a little bit, Arbonot. Thanks. Just get the ring, please. Let me have the ring, please. Okay, right, fine. I'll take the ring. And I got another bit of a breath. Has the Arbonot reset? No, it hasn't reset. Okay, right, I can just get rid of it. So it's not going to be my quickest through this either, but again... It doesn't matter about quick at this point because I am teetering on my life count, and all that matters is I do it safely. So there we go. Right, so quick hop to that, and then we are good. I mean, that is still pretty close in the percentage-wise. Bear in mind that Julia is probably going through quite a lot of splits in the rapid pace here, so As again, I can't really see what her Crash 1 run is like right now. Is she going, like, really good? Is she like, on, like, her best pace right now? I don't know, because I can't see. But y'all can see, exclamation mark multi, if you want to see both perspectives going on at the same time, if your bandwidth can handle it, of course. Right, we're gonna take that there, I'm gonna take the jump up here, get rid of them for the way, I'll just dodge them, you know, that works too. And then, while we get sucked through this channel, go down, go all the way down, go all the way down, and then we make it to here. Right, down to here. I'm trusting in the bubbles. Bubbles, don't let me down. Don't let me down, Bubbles. Thank you. And then can I get the spring up in the top? That'll take. Bit of a slide across the button. Just got to toxic waste. Just got to toxic waste? What? Okay. Just got to toxic waste. Oh, this could be a very interesting finish. Right, Goo Goo Gaga, get the checkpoint. Just in case I don't get my first try through the lab boss. I mean, I hasten to call it a boss. It's just an insanely daunting gauntlet that is unfortunately blocked by an Eggman. Or a Robotnik, shall I say. I don't need to jump that way. What am I doing? I need to jump this way. It's still pretty close. This has turned really interesting all of a sudden. And now has finished Toxic Waste. Wow, okay, girl. Right. I just need to know what my cycles are like. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that is terrible. And now this is going to be like this. Now I have to suffer the awful water physics while trying to make my way up, but I've been essentially sent right to the start of the puzzle, so I don't know if I can do this. Oh my god, this is gonna be interesting now. Thank god I got the checkpoint here, of all the places. Oh god, no. Oh, but no, I'm on my last life! Oh shoot, I'm on my last life. If I game over, I am out of the run. If I game over, I'm out, basically. Oh no. Right. And now the bad thing is, you don't get rings, any rings up until the boss point, so I have to go Goo Goo Gaga, get the shield, just to have one hit point on my end. Right, I need to lock in. I need to lock in here, bear with me. Okay. Short, and just wait there, that's fine. Right. No, we got short hops, basically get me there. I can do a big hop over that, big hop over that. Okay, fine, fine. Short hop. This is the end. Okay, oh my god. Okay, we made it. Heart in mouth moment there, actually. This run teeters. This run is teetering. And I put the stipulation on myself, I'm playing the original version. I need to preserve the lives, and it's just not happening. This run has been absolutely just crushed and obliterated in terms of doing it well. And that's just not happening right now. Right, anyway, I can do Starlight pretty good if I get the right thing set up. There we go. Just land slightly before, just in case we don't hit the spring immediately. So I'll take the safe strat, go like that. Then roll down this. Start to go like that. Again, I still need to feel the need to scratch my nose. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's doubly lovely. Okay, more rings there, good. Nope, I don't need to do RTA, because not enough time to finish that, that's fine. Like, all of a sudden, I have the heart in my mouth right now. I have the heart in my mouth! Right, another setup for this. Good roll, and then go like that, and then hopefully I don't get the clip through. If I take it like that, I shouldn't do. And then hopefully okay, a sub-pixel, why not? Thank you for the sub-pixel. I am blessed to have the sub-pixel right now. I mean, I still get the jumps up there, that's fine. Don't Orbinauts, thank you. Just a bit of room on the beat. Just enough room on the back, on the bottom of them. Right, slow down. That's a better sub-pixel to have because it slows me down and I can get set up for the rest of the level. Right, over that Orbinaut. Hit the steps down. And then what I do is just run over that thing and land them down here. Just jump across like that. Okay, there we go. Jump, and then jump, and this is end of level. Woo! I tell you what, I'm suddenly feeling it right now. I'm feeling the heat. I've not split. There we go. Now I have. I didn't split Starlight 2 anyway, either, so that's worked out for me, hasn't it? Okay, right, fine. Oh boy! Right. I may need to lose the running commentary because because of my own shortcomings right now in this run, I have made this, you know, very interesting for myself. Because again, if this is so much game to have to go back through if I end up dying here, so I would rather not. So, right, should have my cycle there to make it on that. Oh, it's a bit short. Okay, that's fine. I can still make it work like that. Just get on top of that. I don't have any invincibility for there. At least that was plenty of rings to have, so that's fine. Okay. It's resulting in some really petty errors of mine, and now I have to tank the hit through this. Please get a ring. Please get a ring. Okay, we're fine. Can I get quick boss kill here? Let's see. Right, up there. Okay, and then up 2, 3, and 4. Wait for you to hit that, and then 5. Then go over here and set up ready for hit number 6. Up there, 6, 7. Quick starlight kill done! Alright, that'll save us a little bit, but again, only the 1 life, and oh my god, what level's waiting for me next? It's Scrap Brain. Okay. Heart's in my mouth right now. This is so much games to have to go back through if I fail. Basically, if I do that, if that happens, I will fail. I will lose the race, basically. I don't want to lose the race. Don't lose a race. Don't lose the race. Okay. This is just a silly race, but I'm suddenly taking it very seriously. What is wrong with me? Right, got those seconds there. Don't do that cat killer to me. Right, not quite the 15, so I'll have to wait for the 19. Which should have been there. Right, that's fine. There's plenty of room to land on there, so thank you very much. I don't know why I'm going for checkpoints. It doesn't even matter if I lose the life. Checkpoints don't matter. Checkpoints do not matter. Just, right, should be 33 turning up there. Thank you. Keep it going. Jump over that. Jump button up there. Now, this is the scary bit. Right, make it through that. Take a bit slow. Okay. Just for the sake of preserving a life, you could probably get through that quicker with some even more wicked damage boosting strats, but I can't really afford that, unfortunately. Okay. Okay. I've only got just a handful of levels left. I've only got a handful left to go, but it could all go pear-shaped very easily. Like that, and then go whap, and then go whap. Get a quick button press there. Jump over, thanks. Right, damage boost, get a ring, keep the rings going for the safety. I don't want to go down here. I mean, it might be fine to go down here, actually, because that still gets me to there pretty quickly. Why did I jump that? Oh, God. Okay, ring got. Okay, fine. Holy shoot. Holy shoot. Right, jump that, make it through. Roll under that. Right, another fact, we need to jump over that flame and jump over this flame. Can I get the magic bounce? Nope, that was a bit too early, that's fine. So just wait for... Actually, wait for this, there we go, and there we go, and there we go. Right, plenty of rings for the circular saws. Oh, I can get right through. I got the cycle that got right through the circular saws, let's go. And then got RKO'd by that swinger, of course I did. Okay, that's fine. Right, just run 1 level down, hopefully jump across and get bothered by Caterkiller. Get a ring before the end. Oh my god, I don't want that. There we go. Okay. Run still lives. Oh no, why Slippery Climb do this? Why you do this? Why you do that to my poor girl? When she had a great Sonic 1, why would Crash now bully? Why would Crash now bully? Why would your home game now bully you of all the things? Alright, Labyrinth 4 time! Yes, indeed! Glad Stella knows, yep. Right, up there. Bonk that. I'm gonna get the, hopefully, the safe way down there. That's fine. Don't get bodied. I know there's 2 swingers there. I can very easily get bodied by the second one that's coming out of the way. Ooh, just snuck through that. Right, remember, girl, you gotta jump that party pit there and get to this. There you go. And then hopefully land on that enemy and get up there nice and quick. There you go. And she's gonna get that sub 30. Alright, what's the magic number, my friends? The magic number is coming up here. 4. And we wait for the first round of energy balls, which we dodge. A 3. And get set up on the other side for the best way to get the second one. And then a 2. This is where Julia had the massive sort of disadvantage at this boss fight because 4-3-2, 4-2-1, 4-3, I don't know if that's possible to do in the Origins version of the game. They might have done some finagling to sort of like patch that out so it's like truly and utterly random now, but I don't know. Pure random by now, isn't it? Yeah, something like that. But I get a 1. Oh, it should be the climb. GG's. Hopefully I didn't move too early for the setup there. It's still going to be 4, hopefully. It's still going to be 4. And then the last hit should be 3. It could have ended where I got very close to the energy ball, but we got a 3. And the only way that you can finish this run, the proper way, decapitation. And
Finish!
Time. I mean, it's technically time, but I will need to go back through, if somebody had the details of how long it took me to start, to go through the entirety of Crash 1 and do my, reset of the, and do my sort of a reset the splits and do the game swap. Essentially add like an hour and 4 or 5 minutes on top of that. So officially, not 29:43, not officially that, so it's more like it's like, an hour 34, I'm gonna call that. Gonna change the previous run. I think it was like an hour and 2 that I got on Crash 2, and then about 3 or so minutes fumbling about with the whole game swap fiasco. So yeah, I'm gonna call it like an hour and 35 is my sort of probably my official sort of finish there. Basically about that much, yeah. So I mean, what I can do is, if I have enough time, I can write it in officially. Well, we could make it work like that. Anyway. So, big GG's. Oh, that got dicey right at the end. That was a very, very rough Sonic 1 run. So unbelievably rough. Had, like, the needless deaths happening in, like, the opening green hills just to make the rest of the run just on the dot and on the bubble, really. So, yeah. It was not my most comfortable time there, let's be honest, but, at the very least, we hung on to that last life. Arbugs, think you found your Crash 1 time. Yeah, do you want to throw that in if you think you got it? Because what I can do for the official run.gg is when I confirm my time, I can change that and write it in, and then, work out, hopefully, roughly how much it was in... What is it? I think if people are subscribed, can't you go back through the playhead? If anybody's subscribed to my channel right now, can you go back into the playhead and see if, you can sort of rewind that back? Because if you can rewind back that, you can grab my Crash Bandicoot time, and then sort of roughly work out the time in between finishing Crash 1 and starting Sonic 1. If you can work out that, that's essentially my, sort of game swap split time, and then, you can make it work like that. I think even I might be able to do that if I go back to my own stream. I might be able to do that and, like, count how much time it was or something. So, Arbugs wrote in, I got an hour, 2 minutes, and 33 seconds for my Crash 1 finish. That was the split I had on the Cortex. And let's see if I can, like, go back to my own stream, as I said. Profile. It says I am live right now, that's fine. Can I go back on my own playhead? Not on mobile. I can't do that on my mobile here. But yeah, if anybody is doing this on... What is it? Anybody who has the subscribe to the channel might be able to do the thing and let this all go like that, right? Well, I've got Sonic 1 paused. I might as well just bop on some random beats. So I'll just open the folder. I'll get my Sonic bed music going on here. So there you go. And then I'll give you some of that while we sort things out on my end here. Right, so again, so the tab is unmuted. What I can do is... the tab is muted. Can I go back on my own playhead and see? I can't on my own end. If only I could there. Hello! What happened there? Let's see what that was there. Mr. Subscribed for the Twitch Prime! You had to use one up anyway. Oh, but miss, that means a lot. Thank you very much. So yeah, if you can reload and see if you can watch this stream back. I don't know if that might unlock... if that might allow you or not, but if you can, watch back in the playhead, and try and work out roughly the split it took me from what essentially my changeover split was. We can make that work like that. But there we are. $103.36 when I split for swapping the game around. Oops. Let me do that. That's fine. That's my PC making noise. Don't worry about it. Not yours. So 1 hour 3:36 when I. So if you worked out for that, okay. So just add 29.43 onto the end of that. So 1:32, then plus 43 seconds would make that 16, and so like an hour 33 and 19 I have in my head officially, something like that. Just have to do some math on the calculator here, dead quickly. So if I can work out an hour and 3 and 36 in seconds. Oh, sorry, yeah, in seconds. 63 minutes. So 63 minutes times by 60 seconds. 3,780 plus the 36. 3,816 seconds. And then add... And then add, if I can do brackets here. Half an hour in seconds is 1,800 seconds minus officially 17 seconds to get to there. Like that, I think. And then divide that by 60 for the amount of minutes. 93 minutes. And about halfway through, so, yeah, I think that works out, yeah, so... I think I've got it in now. I'm going to confirm my official time in the board right now, as it was, 1 hour, 33 minutes, 19 seconds, 0.95 something or other. However much it was. Sonic got dicey.
Here we go.
No, not here we go. Shut up. I said shut up. Right, control. Global hotkey's off. And just basically
Come on, don't give up now.
X out the run. Sonic got dicey. But fun run. And GG's to us both. Less than 3. Confirm time. And that should auto-update there. There you go! Everything is now in and recorded and all good in our HUD. So goodness. There we are. Right, what is the progress on Julia? I know she got a raid in there from Brand of DB. So Brando BFB, whatever that username is. But yeah, well done for the raid, and yeah, hello to all of them. Let's see if I can get GG's again, Laura. Thank you very much, Arbux. Thank you very much. But yeah, a lot of fun at the end of the day. But yeah, let's bring up Julia's thing here. Currently fighting the Brio boss. Oh, she's not that far away. She is not that far away indeed. Let's see if I can just like bring up her perspective for a bit. Shall we do that? Right, open this tab, bring it out, put it onto this window here, and in fact, you know what, just save the layout. No, it's not save layout, as save layout. It's fine. Do you know what, save display? It's because heck to it, and then X out of map because I don't need to have it open anymore. My time is confirmed down there, 1 hour 33 and 19, so you can see how much it took me. As I go to all my stuffs here, back to channel there, make sure the tab is muted. And let's go see what Julia is up to. Turn on display capture there, and we can see how her run is going. Here she's in the lab right now, and it is a, as I said, it's a scary level, this one. It almost turned scary for me, but I ran this one pretty well. So as it turns out, the errors that I did in my run, and probably the vice versa as well, actually made this, overall, closer than I expected. Closer than I expected, and that was a very, very interesting time. Also, I can tell she's doing this on original hardware. There's me doing this on the emulated versions and being like, haha, it still counts. But it's fine. It's like, no, you don't want to keep getting those slimes out of the way, you just want to make it through to the middle bit, I'd say. But, of course... well, she's that bit in her own way, so that's fine. But yeah, it's so obvious that she's running this on, as I said, original hardware. And fair play to her doing it on original hardware, because I think it's not one of the optimal hardwares to do it on. Because I believe she's still playing on the PAL version, which is... oh, that's a version to play. But it's like, fair play to her, obviously. Ooh, can she make it? Oh, she got a very, very clean cycle there, let's be honest. Right, also, as well, make sure I get my chat window back, so I can see that. Oh, I'm probably a bit behind then. She's made us a last, let's do a pause and resync there. Where's there? Yeah, she said PAL on PlayStation. Well, she's running it, obviously, with the fast disk loading on, so, that will speed up the loading time just a little bit, but again, yeah, it is the PAL version, which... unfortunately has the caveat of that it only gets 50 hertz, so naturally it just runs slower just because that is how 50 frames worked. And yeah, that's just what us Europeans had to put up with when we were growing up. Rather unfortunately. Let's get that there. Oh, the lab is getting to Julia. This is such a shame. Doesn't matter about the throwing. Just get to the end. You have lots of lives to spare. You should have seen me in my Sonic 1 run. I didn't need to be losing that many lives right at the start. I didn't need to be doing that, so that made just the rest of the Sonic 1 run incredibly dicey. There we go. Oh, the... don't like it there. Don't like it that sometimes the, don't like it there where you mess up your depth perception. It is not a good thing to happen. Just taking a... I have to take it safer and just wait for the good cycles to do. Right, go that way, and then take that. Take that. You got enough time. That's good. You've got enough time for this. Son of a... PAL version is the fastest version due to overall conversation of the movement. I might be thinking of another Crash game, because I've seen the leaderboards of this game on the speedrun.com, and they're awash with people doing it on the... for any percent, they're awash with people doing it on the American version, and for 100%, they're full of people doing it on the Japanese version. So... yeah, either way, for this game in particular, PAL is unfortunately not really that optimal. But, yeah. Come on, Julia, we believe. You have so many lives to spare. So many lives to spare to just get through this lab and then wrap up this run, get it done. We believe so hard, girl. We believe so hard over here. You can do it. That's mean, video game! That is so mean. Right, let's be honest here. I'm listening to Fight the Knight right now, which is from Sonic and the Black Knight. I think fitting for the castle sort of theme going on here. Oh, she's not sorry about the cycle. That should have been a good cycle. This will be a good cycle. Oh, she's not sure about it. Oh, she's typing. I don't know what she's doing right now, but she might be typing. There we go, that's a nice cycle. Yep. And then it's just... Yep. Just get it away, you can go straight across. There's solid jump there. And she's done the lab! You've got this! You've only got the Great Hall and Cortex left, and you can wrap this run up. Let's see this happen. I still have this bloody itch on the front of my nose, it feels like to me. She is tired, boss. Dog tired. Oh, she's getting there though. You can do it. You've only got Cortex left. Let's see, when she gets this then, final booty kick, get Cortex out of here. Alright, she's almost there. No, I can see this run in... I can see this in PAL version just running a lot slower for her than it did for me. You could say I took a little bit of a optimization for this run by running the optimal version of the game to do it on, so nah, you know. As I said, this run was always for the fun and for the supporting of the charity. And in the meantime, one more hit to go. Time for Julia! And she's got the Cortex fight done in a rapid time. She improved that split quite a lot. And she wraps in and she confirms to finish 1 hour 51 and 14. Give us some GGs all around. Give us some GGs. This was all her idea at the end of the day. And God bless her. God bless her for sticking through with it. Like, there were times where she, like, sort of talked to me, like, trying to learn the Sonic run, and originally being like, how about we just do, like, our, like, weaker game each, and it takes, like, the same amount of time each to do there. But no, she... I'm gonna say the thing, like, she blossomed during learning this run combined. The whole entire thing of, the fact that her very first run in Sonic 1 took her, like, 2 hours to do. To bring that down to now, what was her official time for the Sonic 1? I know she reported she was under 40, 39 and 45 in Sonic 1. Oh my god, girl. No, you've blossomed in that video game, I swear. You have absolutely blossomed, girl. That is absolutely incredible. And then finishing Crash 1 with an hour, 9 minutes and 43. Again, that's not something to shake a stick at for people that don't really, like, run this. Like at the top levels do, for sure. And that, oh. Yeah, this is all her idea. No, she's talked to me a couple of times thinking, like, maybe we could, like, change it because she wasn't really that comfortable at the start with the Sonic game. Yeah. I took her aside and thought, no, I'm not going to hoard strats. I'm going to, at the very least, show her the routes through the stages to take. And, yeah, that has made it so your run through Sonic 1 has improved drastically. Didn't fall to the pressure and fatigue at the end. That would have been a bit closer. It could have been very close again, because my Sonic 1 run got very much on the bubble. I lost lives needlessly and basically carried on, like, the single life through for the final level stretch, and that could have gone very badly for me as well. It would have made the run a bit closer than it is, and probably in your favor if that works out there. And meanwhile, she's getting raided on that side as well. Oh, but that is it. Very fun, very immense fun, and very exciting. And that was a superb time, I think, overall. Me, quite proud of the Crash one being only a few minutes away from what my what my absolute best is right now. I don't know if I'll be keeping up with the Crash 1 run, because I don't really have nailed down the uber strats that the top of the leaderboards are doing. But Sonic 1, I could probably see myself like keeping that up, because my best running that right now, I can beat that game in 25 minutes RTA with a IGT, I think of like sub 20 now, and that might push me up a bit on the leaderboards. So I plan right now, my fastest running Crash Bandicoot right now, and my fastest running Sonic 1, I will be submitting to the speedrun.com boards in due time, so you can watch those back on there and see how I fare. I think I'm going to be like 50-odd place in the Sonic 1 beat the game category, and I'm going to be like somewhere in the second page on the Crash Bandicoot 80%, but that's absolutely fine as well by my reckoning. Unless I decide I want to really learn the uber strats of the game. But that is going to be your lot for the race here. It does fall in my favor today, but overall, the idea was fantastic. I had a lot of fun learning the games up until this point, and I sincerely want to thank Julia for being an absolute champion, being a lovely, lovely girl, and deciding that she'd like to stick with this and follow through with the idea, because again, this was her idea for charity in the first place. So yeah, Julia, you're an absolute champion, and let me just get you that in very quickly, just to let people know that they can see what you do over there. If you want to see some more just like chill game-only audio, Uber gaming, that's where you can go over there. Tell you what, I'm going to beat the system and do the official shout-out command. There you go, shout-out, if I can spell, to Julia Bandicoot that way. There you go. So yeah, if you're not already seeing what Julia does, as I said, very, very comfortable hang out over there while she does very, very good kart racing stuff. She's a big nut in CTR. She's way better at that game than I think I could ever be. And yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff on the other side as well. A little bit of Tekken on the side, some other random games on the side, and just joining in for random good hangouts with the friends. So yeah, very, very personal friend, and Julia, much love to you. Mwah. You did very, very well on this run, and thank you for putting this all together. It was a lot of fun to do, definitely. As I said, I might be keeping up with the at least the Sonic side of it, so I can probably like bring my PB down in that one, probably. Amazing fun time. I'll also be keeping up Sonic 1 in the future because it's super fun. Isn't it just, like, once you know what to do and you can nail it down, you'll have a lot of fun of it, I'm sure. And then that goes to anybody else if you've been inspired to pick up any of these games, of course. If you go to speedrun.com to see the details you can get for each game category. And there we go with that. We've got a follow there from that person, Aaron. Thank you very much for that one. But yeah, that is it there. As I said, speedrun.com has all the details that you need if you want to get started in speedrunning these very, very fun games here. They're daunting, yes, but when you learn them, they're going to be a lot of fun to do, I think. So yeah, I think for me at least, I'll be continuing the Sonic 1 side of it to see if I can bring my other PPs in the future, and that would be good. A Brighter Streamer and Crash Insane Trilogy Speedrunner aiming for top 50 in that one. Ooh, lovely. Yeah, thank you to all the raiders that came in, particularly on Julia's side as well. But yeah, anybody who's enjoyed the stream on both of our perspectives as well. So yeah, hope you've had a fun time watching all of those, of course. In the meantime, I'll get rid of this caching here. I don't need that anymore. But that is your lot. So yeah, once again, make sure get over there to follow my friend Julia. She does awesome stuff that side of her on her end of the Twitch universe. And if you want to follow me on my own places there, of course, the VOD channel I'll make to put this on later on will be right there. So this video that you've seen of my perspective will be available in highlight form on the Laura Petal VOD YouTube channel, so go ahead and follow that there if you'd love to do that. And what else did I say today? If you have been enjoying this in the YouTube land, of course, I do thank you so much for doing that. Yeah, if this has been fun, of course, do let me know. Leave a like and comment down below, and feel free if you want to go further with your love and support. Please consider hitting the subscribe button and hitting the bell as well. That does help out the metrics a ton, and hopefully lets you know when new uploads come in. And don't forget, to check the links in the description for not only links to Julia's socials and her feeds wherever she is active. She will have you there. But my stuff is down there as well if you want to see where I am live on socials, on the Discord server, and on the Twitch channel. Make sure you check out all those links down there and come along to see one of these live streams done live. We'd love to have you, of course. But while we rock out to Red Mountain here, Red Hot Skull. While we rock out to this is where the run of the fun times today is going to be closing up. But thank you once again to Julia for hosting this entire thing and putting it all together. Lots of fun to take part in. And hopefully, for all of our respective audiences, it was a lot of fun to watch as well. But until our next video, whenever that might be, I hope that everybody stays you and stays awesome. And do consider dropping either one of us, or both of us, the follows to see what we get up to in the future. But yeah, with that said, I will be loving you and leaving you in this for the highlight video, of course. And yeah, thank you for watching. And I only hope I get the chance to make your day better again at some point in the future if you have enjoyed what you've seen here. But with that said, well, hopefully the music sort of drowns out a bit, we're going to say thank you for watching and do have a wonderful rest of your plans, whatever they may be. Stay safe, and until the next video, take care of yourselves.